Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cassie, and you're checking out MVRemix.com.
www.MVRemix.com. Hey, Cassie, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. So let's get right into this. As a songwriter, who has influenced you?
Who has influenced me?
As a songwriter, yeah.
Wait, can you say that again?
For songwriting, who have been your influences?
Oh, wow. And there's so many. Michael Jackson? I don't know. Yeah, there's so many. Prince. There's so many writers, and there's so many writers out now that are really inspiring and influential.
Okay, cool. Do you remember the first song that you wrote?
The first song I wrote was actually my second single off my first album, and it was called Long Way to Go. Where I was kind of rapping a little bit. So that was the first record that I wrote on.
And what inspired that?
I just wanted to do a fun song for the girls, and when a guy is coming at you, and you don't want to deal with whatever he's coming at you with. You just tell him he's got a long way to go.
Okay.
Just a few little things like that.
Now, what made you choose to add your number to MySpace?
To add my phone number to MySpace?
Yeah.
It's definitely for the fans, so that I can get personal messages from my fans. Because I want to keep it interactive and fresh. So.
Do you feel that sort of promotion is as effective as it was when Mike Jones did it?
Say that again?
Do you feel that it's as effective as it was when Mike Jones did that a year or two back?
It's a little different than from when Mike Jones did.
Okay. Now, you had a video diary recently talking about being overwhelmed. As a self-professed shy individual, how do you deal with such high amounts of pestering?
How do I deal with it?
Yeah.
I mean, when I made that blog in particular, it was just like I want to be able to make real blogs, like in real situations where my fans can see what's really going on. Maybe they're not in the room when I get frustrated, but they'll see me after trying to calm myself down. Like it's just I don't know how I deal with it. I take that moment and I go and sit by myself for a second and just take deep breaths. But it's never that much of a situation where I'm that much annoyed or anything like that. I just wanted to share that because I thought it was definitely a cool thing for people to see.
Yeah. So tell me a bit about your forthcoming album.
Wow. There's so much to talk about with that album. I've been working on it for a while, since the beginning of 2007, I would say. And, got in with a lot of different great producers, some that you know, some that you don't know, a lot of great writers, and so there's substantial content on this album. And I'm trying to finish before Thanksgiving and have it out for next year, but it's a different sound for me. It's very sensual. It's a little bit more grown up. But at the same time, I have to keep a good. I have to be cognizant of the fact that I do have a young audience. Mix of everything. But it's definitely different than the first album.
Okay. So how many songs would you say you've recorded in total for it thus far?
Oh, wow. 50? I don't know. I don't know. A lot. Definitely a lot.
And with regards to the ones that already leaked, do you have any plans to reuse those or put them elsewhere? Or
you know what? I love every single one of the songs that has gotten leaked. So if any that I want to keep, I'm just going to go back in studio and revamp them and have fun with it. Because I've gotten good feedback on a lot of the records, and that helps a lot too. Even though it's a gift and a curse, the whole song leaking thing, it helps me try to figure out what people want to hear and what they like. So I'm definitely going to go back in some of the songs. I did a record called Nobody But You that I did with Tricky and Dream, and that got leaked, and I'm keeping it because I really like that song.
Okay. Now, sort of going on about songs being leaked and things along those lines, as a fan, I often wonder how these songs get leaked because it's in a very tight studio environment. How is it that it gets out of your guys' hands so easily?
I think it's right now people are so intelligent and so smart with technology and computers and just everything. I don't count anything out. So if we're sending a song through email or whatever, it's a risk.
Mm-hmm.
So now we just have to be more conscious and make sure that we're making the right decisions. If we're sending it to people, just be careful who you're sending it to and what email you're using and everything. It's just so easy. I don't really know how it happens, but it happens to every artist now.
Mm-hmm. And recently we've been also noticing you taking an active role in the election. Have you really sought into the candidate's history, and how passionate are you about the electoral process in the US?
I'm sorry, what was the first question in that? I couldn't hear it.
How heavily involved have you looked into the candidates' backgrounds, and are you very, very heavily involved in the electoral process in the US?
Well, I have to say that I'm always watching CNN. That's the only way to stay, on top of it, because things change every 5 minutes. 1 minute, the debate is going on. The next minute, Galen's talking about how Barack Obama is, has dealt with terrorists. There's always something new that's popping up. So I think CNN is the best, or you check on their YouTube pages. I stay up on it pretty well, and I'm extremely passionate about it. I think that we've had 8 years of, something that's just not helping us. I mean, look at the economy now, how things are at the moment. So I think we need a change, and I'm hoping that the election is in favor of Obama, definitely.
Perfect. Now, I've read a lot and I've heard a lot about you practicing and pushing your voice. In your opinion, though, is an artist still credible if they only thrive in the studio with technology and different tints on their voices, or do you feel they need to be able to sing well?
I definitely think you should be able to sing well, but there's so many people that are non-singers now, which I don't hate on. Rappers or whatever else that want to sing, so they can use those tools. And it's a style of music. It's what music is now. You can't really knock it if it's of the time. So I think that if you're definitely trying to be a singer, and it's, you don't need it. I don't record with it. Sometimes it's fun to play with it, but I don't know. There's a lot of non-singers that want to use it though, and I think it's really cool.
Okay. Now, with being so strongly portrayed as a sex symbol, do you feel you have much freedom with regards to having to watch your diet, strict exercise regimes, and things along those lines?
I'm actually really bad with that. I'm lazy and I hate working out, but I have to do it. It's all a brand. Being an artist and wanting to be successful is making yourself a brand. So I focus on it. I try to eat healthy, and I try to work out and dance as much as I can. It's funny that you say sex symbols, but I don't even look at myself.
Now, I've got this joke question, which I always ask, so have fun with this one. A la Fight Club, if Cassie could fight any celebrity, who would she fight? I've had answers from Gary Coleman, Star Jones, Elijah Muhammad. So if you could fight any celebrity as a joke, who would you fight?
Oh my God, that's a tough question. I don't know. I haven't had any real beef with anybody to want to fight them.
Oh no, it's just a joke. Anyone. First person that comes to mind.
I don't know. I can't think of anyone. That's weird.
All right, we'll move on. Now you've been doing some acting and modeling for a while. What other non-musical aspirations do you have?
I mean, the acting and the modeling have definitely played a huge part in why I've been successful as an artist. I think I was staying that boat for a while. I'm really focused on this album, and I really, I want it to be big for me. It has to be perfect, and I'm just really anal about it. So we'll see what comes after. I did a film. I shot a film last summer, and I enjoyed it. It was a small part, but I really enjoyed it. So I would love to do that again at some point.
Hey guys, just one more question.
Okay. Now, when I say the stupidest argument you've had in a relationship, what springs to mind?
Say that again?
When I say the stupidest argument you've had in a relationship, what springs to mind?
Stupidest argument in a relationship? I don't know. Probably over some stupid miscommunication. You were supposed to be here, and you told me to be here, and I don't know. I really have a relationship, so I wouldn't know.